Me.
Who is Samson Obin, by the way?
Assistant coach to Prince. He was one of the assistants.
So when Karim Zito was there, who was he?
He was part of the technical
So an assistant
team.
to assistant to an assistant is taking over control.
Ghana.
But he would run. No, he will not run away.
Hamza.
But at least he will vanish.
Anyway, where's Leo?
He will vanish. What did he Leo for? He will vanish. So it's not time for us to bring to you from the world of sports. The very latest. Steve Zando is here.
All right, thank you very much. And it's 18 minutes past 7 on your superstation Love 99.5 FM. Good morning. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Last Sports Center. My name is Steve Zando, here to bring you the very latest sports news. This morning, obviously, our attention will be on the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, and some club issues featuring Asante Kotoko. As we speak, Prince Awusu has stepped down as head coach of Asante Kotoko. We are facing some technical glitches in here, but our technicians are working on that, and very soon we'll play our sick tune. But before we get into the stories, as usual, let's say a big thank you to our sponsors for always coming through to support us. Rexona is on board. Sweat causes bacteria makes odor. You need a good deo to kill that bacteria. Choose Rexona now. Rexona is world's #1 deo brand. It gives 72 hours sweat and odor protection. It has a patented technology that causes sweat protection and makes you smell fresh for a long time. It is safe to use on the skin and makes you confident. Rexona is also official sponsor of global football tournaments like FIFA and CAF. So for bulk purchase, please contact Daddy Ashtos, Kumasi Adum Market in the Mrs. Anoche building opposite Boss FM. The phone numbers to call 0531 013 881 0531 and 013-881 or 0244 772 599 0244 772 599. We're done in Cancer Beauty Glow. We have two shops at Adum PZ near Asempa Pharmacy, Kejetia Dubai, shop number G15949 near the police station. Kejetia opposite gate 8 in the same building with CBG as well as Makala Mall in Accra. So for further information, please contact 0543 384 958 0543 384 958 for further information. Now, let me take you to Vim Champagne Energy Drink. Are you planning a wedding, hosting a party, or getting ready for any big celebration? Listen up. There's one drink everybody is talking about right now, and that drink is Vim Champagne Energy Drink. Let me tell you why. Vim Champagne Energy Drink is smooth, super refreshing, and it hits you with that instant boost your body needs to stay active and alive. No dull moment with Vim Champagne Energy Drink. So whether you are dancing all night, celebrating with friends, or telling about that special event, make sure it is Vim Champagne Energy Drink by your side. Go to your nearest store, supermarket, or event vendor, sports center, Last Sports Center. Go to your nearest store, supermarket, or event vendor and grab your Vim Champagne Energy Drink today. Vim Champagne Energy Drink is a quality product from Chillium Industrial Limited. For bulk purchase, please call 0322 190 877 0322 190 877. Vim Champagne Energy Drink. It gives you vim. Now, let me tell you about the new Shell Fuels. Everyone wants better smartphones, right? Better sleep. And if you want to ride, definitely you want better fuel for your engine. That is why Shell brings you the new and improved Shell V-Power, Shell Fuel Save Unleaded, and Shell Fuel Save Diesel. The new and improved Shell Fuel Save now lasts up to 15 kilometers longer per tank, while the new and improved V-Power cleans you 100% of your engine's critical parts with heavy fuel. It doesn't get any better than this. In fact, it is better by far. So ready to experience the next generation of high performance and quality fuels? Go to your nearest Shell station and fill up with the new and improved Shell Fuels today. Shell Fuel Save, simply better by far. Now let's get into the details now. And Black Stars coach Carlos Queiroz will address the media at a press conference on Thursday at the Alisa Hotel in Accra. The event, scheduled for 1 p.m., will bring together members of the media to interact with the Portuguese tactician following his appointment as Black Stars head coach. Queiroz will use the platform to share his vision for the team, outline his technical philosophy, and answer questions from the press ahead of this summer's FIFA World Cup. Now, the unveiling also provides an opportunity to formally introduce the coach to Ghanaians, set expectations for the World Cup tournament, and foster alignment between the technical team, the media, and supporters. Now, former GFA Communications Director Ibrahim Sanidara is urging Ghanaians to measure their expectation because it won't be easy for Carlos Queiroz.
to Ghanaians generally that we should not overplay our hands in expecting that Carlos Queiroz will come in and instantly take us to the. But let me also sound a word of caution to Ghanaians generally that we should not overplay our hands in expecting that Carlos Queiroz will come in and instantly take us to the quarterfinal. I think that we have to minimize our expectations and be honest with where our squad is, the injuries we have, the caliber of players available to the country at the minute, so we don't raise the hopes of people. Of course, let's put pressure on them to play above themselves and deliver. But also, let's be honest in admitting that, look, our squad is not there yet. We have a lot of injuries in our team. In truth, also, a lot of our players are not in the standard that we expected of them.
Ibrahim Sarani Dara urging Ghanaians to measure the expectations of the new Black Success coach, Carlos Queiroz. Now, Ibrahim Sandara in that interview advanced the argument that most of our players from the 2022 World Cup squad in Qatar have no progress.
Let's just cast our minds back to the 2022 team, for example. You would have expected that that team was a very, very young team. By this time, they should have progressed into the next phase, 4 years on. But if you just look at the trajectory, even some of our best players, at that time, Djiku was playing for Strasbourg. Now, where is he playing? Spartak Moscow. Look at Salisu. At that time, he was playing for Southampton. We should have this time been expecting that Salisu would have been playing for a team like Chelsea. Arsenal. Look at where he is now. Just look across the Salis, the midfielder. We expected that at that World Cup he was young. By this time he would have been somewhere among the top 4 in any league in the world. Where is he? And all of the players we had, very few of them have made true career progress moves. The only person maybe 1 or 2, Antoine Semenyo and Mohamed Kudus.
All right, so Ibrahim Sanidara is a former GFA communications director. We are expecting the Black Stars coach at a press conference on Thursday. Meanwhile, ex-Ghana defender Samuel Osekoffo has called for unity behind newly appointed Black Stars head coach Carlos Queiroz, insisting public support is critical as the team prepares for the World Cup tournament.
Playing Comoros, we were playing 3 back. Are we not defensive? The quality that we have today, we lose Kudus. Probably he's not going to play the World Cup. We lost, what do you call it, Salisu? Not going to play. Niyama is not there. I think now he's coming back. But how long can he have to prepare himself to go into the major tournament now? So for me, I think the players that we know that they can do better, we should give them confidence. And I think coach know better than we do in terms of talking to the players the way that you want them to do. So for me, I think either we like it or we don't like it, we have already signed him. So we give him the necessary support. Critics here and there, it will not help. It will not. We can criticize whatever that we want to criticize. Either we like it or we don't like it. He is going to sit on the bench. So my advice to every Ghanaian, let's support him.
All right, you hear the voice of former Ghana defender Samuel Osekoffo. Now to some local club issues, and Ghanaian tactician Prince Owusu has stepped down from his role as the interim head coach of Asante Kotoko. According to an official statement from the Kumasi-based club, the Gaffer has officially submitted his resignation letter stating that his decision is in the best interest of the club. Prince Owusu was appointed interim coach of the club on February 9, 2026 after the club parted ways with former coach Karim Zito. Unfortunately, the results under the coach have been below expectations, leading to cause for his exit. In Kotoko's statement, Kotoko confirmed that Hamza Obin has been handed the reins of Asante Kotoko on an interim basis for the remainder of the season. Now, communications director of Asante Kotoko, Safuduku Esquire, tells Last Pulse management is not surprised by Prince Owusu's decision to step down.
Well, we engaged him immediately after receiving the letter, and his response was that he took the decision in the best interest of Kotoko. He thinks that at this stage, it will be in the greatest interest of the club and all its stakeholders if he steps aside. And so he has no ill feelings about the club. He thinks that it's an honor to have been given that opportunity, and he wishes the club well.
Is this something the management of Kotoko were expecting?
Well, you and I know that it was obvious that it was going to be difficult for him to continue, considering the backlash from the football family. And so we were not surprised at all.
Now, Safuduku a while ago in that interview revealed Prince Owusu was not a happy man after some fans nearly ejected him from the Adako Jachi training complex coupled with mixed results of the club.
Well, I'm sure that it's a combination of factors. Key among them is the unimpressive performance from the team since he took over. I think that he's played 7 matches, out of which he managed to win only 2, drew 2, and lost 4. I think 8 matches, yes, and it cannot be good results. And also, of course, the threats from some of our fans, we've also heard of it, to the extent that some even went to the training ground to drive him out. I think that he was not a happy man, if I should be blunt with you, especially the fact that he was not getting the needed results.
More from Safuduku later today at 3:05 p.m. on the Last Sports Blaze Extra. But the confirmation is that Asante Kotoko interim coach Prince Yawusu has stepped down and Hamza Obin has been appointed interim coach of the Porcupine Warriors. Away from Kotoko to their rivals Accra Azufuk, and Azufuk midfielder George Parku has been ruled out of action for the rest of the season. Now, the 20-year-old rising midfielder has been one of Azufuk's standout performers in the ongoing campaign, making 23 appearances in the Ghana Premier League and scoring 1 goal in the process. The setback comes as a huge blow to the Phobians as the domestic football campaign enters final stage. Parku will not be able to recover in time to feature in the remaining games of the 2025-26 football season. More on club issues, and Aduana Football Club Chief Executive Officer Collins Atapoko says Chioba Aristika is the right coach for his project, but his future for next season remains uncertain due to family issues. He made the remarks in an interview with Joyce Pauls after the 1-0 defeat to Nations FC in the MTN FA Cup semi-final on Friday at the Swedru Sports Stadium. The Oja boys considered an 8-minute goal from Emmanuel Ano and never recovered. There have been reports about the Romanian, who has been in charge of the club for over a year now, potentially vacating his position ahead of the new season, and Atapoku has confirmed it is a possibility.
No, you'd always be, he's the right guy for the build, but he has some personal issues at home that we've been grappling with for some time now, and we are optimistic that the summer will clear this problem up for us. But if it doesn't, we will be left with no option than to look elsewhere. Genuinely, he's the one we want to continue with because he has a contract that still runs, but it's a family situation and we can't speak much about it. So we are hoping that the summer will clear up the issues and then he would return. But in the event the issue becomes so critical like it became in November, December, and then later part of March, then you'll be left with no option than to look elsewhere.
Let's just pause and talk athletics now, because the president of the Ghana Athletics Association, Bawa Fuseni, has raised concerns over preparations for the upcoming 24th Senior Athletics Championship set to be hosted in Accra. The 5-day event, scheduled to take place at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, is expected to attract top athletes from across Africa competing for continental honors. Now, with just 3 weeks to go before the competition begins, Fuseni says delays in securing government authorization for the release of funds are affecting final preparations.
We're still waiting for that commitment authorization. For the first time that I'm being in athletics, that I became a bit worried and a bit scared that things are going a bit slower, and frankly, You're worried? Yes, I'm worried.
You're a worried man?
I'm worried now because the interest that Africa and the world is showing on this championship is amazing. The world president is coming with 3 vice presidents. I've never seen that in my whole life in athletics, that the world athletics president is attending a competition and he's been accompanied by 3 vice presidents. That clearly indicates how serious they've taken this competition. And we do not have the luxury to fail or to organize substandard competition like what happened in Cameroon.
You hear the voice of Bawa Fuseni, president of the Ghana Athletics. Now to news around the world. Tonight at 7 p.m, Brighton will be playing Chelsea in the English Premier League. And of course, Chelsea needs to win this one if they want to qualify for the UEFA Champions League next season. Chelsea manager Liam Rossini wants his team to be clinical to stand a chance against Brighton tonight.
We've made it very difficult for ourselves. We have to be honest and realistic with that, but what we can't do is give up. We have to keep fighting. We have to make sure we go to Brighton with similar attributes to what I saw against Manchester United in terms of our energy and our intensity and engagement to the game, which was good, but what we didn't do is we didn't keep a clean sheet in the moment, and we didn't take advantage of the chances, so we need to be more clinical and more ruthless in both boxes.
Now, Brighton head coach Fabian Hassler says they have the belief that they will be able to get something from the game tonight.
We go with a big belief, with a big confidence into this game tomorrow, and we want to enjoy it. We want to be very humble starting this game. We want to start this game with a lot of intensity, with a lot of energy to immediately create a really good atmosphere together with our fans, to connect with them. That's the main focus from us, and then hopefully we get a positive result and can make our supporters proud.
Brighton coach Fabian Hassler speaking that we look forward to the Chelsea versus Brighton game tonight at 7 p.m. in the English Premier League. Remember that yesterday West Ham restored their 2-point lead over Tottenham Hotspur, and the bottom three with a goalless draw at Crystal Palace that confirmed Wolves' relegation to the English Championship. Still in England, and Marco Rose has agreed to take over as Bournemouth manager on a 3-year contract when Antonio Areola leaves at the end of the season. Bournemouth announced last Tuesday that Areola, 43 years of age, will not be signing a new deal at the Vitality Stadium. Let's wrap up with some Spanish La Liga games coming up today. Atletico Bilbao is playing Osasuna. We have Real Mallorca versus Valencia. Girona will be up against Betis before Real Madrid players host to Deportivo Alaves at 7:30 p.m. So that will be all for The Last Sports Center, powered by The Last Sports team, brought to you in association with Rexona. His gives 72 hours sweat and auto protection. Shelf was safe, simply better by far. And of course, Vim Champagne Energy Drink. It gives you Vim. Oh, this guy you can now enter. David Akwete, Eugene 72, and Leo Stanley will continue with Love in the Morning after these.
It's the season of the Global Football Fiesta, and